Hello and welcome to the LCTV News sponsored by Columbia Insurance. I'm Mukala Kabongo. In this edition of the LCTV News, Ward 5 recount, Lynn School Committee Vote, Lynn Tech Investments, Festival of Trees, sit down with Leny Thomas and Andrea Valentine, and more. On Thursday morning, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker, along with other state officials and General Electric, celebrated a $4.5 million investment to Lynn Tech. The investment will help with the acceleration of Tech's mechanics training program. $2 million have already been used for a state-of-the-art machines which are already inside the school. The additional $2.5 million is being divided between Lynn Tech, Gloucester High School, and Essex North Agricultural and Technical School. Lynn Tech will use their share of the money to renovate and expand the school's machine shop. The machine shop will be open to not only Lynn Tech students, but students from other high schools in the city who are interested in receiving mechanics training. A recount for the Ward 5 race between Marvin Hippolyte and Diana Chakutis has been set for Tuesday, November 26 at the Lynn Auditorium. Hippolyte filed for recount last week. Chakutis, who is the incumbent, defeated Hippolyte by 54 votes during the election on November 5th. The recount is open to the public and will begin at 9 a.m. until all the ballots have been reviewed and recounted. Last Thursday at the Lynn School Committee meeting, the committee unanimously voted to approve a proposal by the Lynn Community Health Center to begin providing condoms, birth control, and emergency contraception in Lynn public schools. Last year, there were 57 pregnant minors in the Lynn public schools. This year, there have been 21 cases of chlamydia. In the Lynn public schools, Lynn Community Health clinicians provide education on contraception and STIs, as well as tests for STIs and pregnancies. According to the Department of Public Health, teen birth rate in the city of Lynn was 29.2 births per 1,000 girls aged 15 to 19 in 2016. Today and tomorrow from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m., street paving will be occurring for the following streets. Today, the three following streets will be paved: Baltimore Street, Greenleaf Circle, and Ocean Park. On Saturday, Neptune Boulevard will be paved. To find out more, visit the Lynn DPW's website. Now for the police update. A man has been arrested in the death of a homeless man. The death at the time is being investigated as a possible homicide. Lynn Police are currently looking for other suspects who may have been involved in this incident. The man has been identified as David Casey. Lynn Police found Casey on Liberty Street at approximately 8 a.m. Casey was unresponsive when Lynn Police discovered his body. Casey was taken to Salem Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The incident remains under investigation by the District Attorney's Office along with State, Lynn, and MBTA police. Last Thursday, 5 people were arrested after Lynn Police seized large amounts of fentanyl at an Essex Street home. According to Lieutenant Michael Kimmick, around 6 a.m., a search warrant was executed by State Police and Lynn Police Drug Task Force at 343 Essex Street, where they seized 192 grams of fentanyl, cocaine, prescription pills, and $846 in cash and a handgun. The 5 suspects who were arrested are Angel Avellino, who was arrested on warrant charges of Class B drug possession, unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, and no inspection sticker. Diogenes Gutierrez was arrested and charged with fentanyl trafficking, Class B and C drug possession with intent to distribute, Class E drug distribution, and firearm charges. Amy May was arrested and charged with Class B drug possession and motor vehicle violation. Scott Thibodeau was arrested and charged with fentanyl trafficking, and Aisha Young was arrested on warrant charges of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, assault and battery on a police officer, arrestee furnishing false ID information, and disorderly conduct. On Monday, November 11th, the City of Lynn's Department of Veterans Services held its annual Veterans Day ceremony at City Hall, and LCTV was on the scene. watch the full ceremony, visit lyntv.org. Mayor McGee, along with other city officials, toured the Lynn Ferry and Commuter rail platform with the MBTA general manager last week, and LCTV sent a crew to follow the tour.
The fact that the investment was put here raised the hopes of a lot of people that were looking at development here, with the hopes of having a ferry here, back and forth.
Once it started running, so many people in this community and other communities that's awesome. And even people that weren't taking the ferry, they just knew it was a great thing for the community and for the region.
I'm sorry. So community began to develop on the ferry, so there's this social circle. They would get off the ferry and then go on Friday nights, go in Lynn, go to bars and hang out. And they invited me to some of their parties. They would have parties on the weekends. So like friendships came out of just the ferry travelers.
The Knights of Columbus held a fundraiser for the Washington Square residents, and LCTV was in attendance.
Oh, hi, good evening. Steve Katsakis and Lisa Connolly from the Lynn Knights of Columbus for our fundraiser for the Washington Square residents. We're so excited to have such a huge turnout. There's great items here to bid on.
And all the money raised will be going to programs for the women at the home, educational programs, food programs, outreach programs. It's a wonderful event. We have all sorts of great things here, and we're so happy for the tremendous turnout and support that the community is giving us tonight.
Thanks so much to everybody, City of Lynn especially.
Yes, and all the donors, all the businesses that help make this event possible. Thank you very, very much. I want to take a few minutes to thank the Spinazzola Foundation for helping us out. They gave us a $10,000 contribution, which is going to be directly added to our funds to provide food for our women at night. When they come home from work, they can have a nice home-cooked meal, as well as scholarships for our younger residents through a collaboration with North Shore Community College and other support services. And it's very heartfelt that we say thank you to the foundation, because they're just giving us a huge boost, and we're a nonprofit. This is tremendously appreciated, and I wanted to say thank you very much.
On behalf of the Foundation Trust, I'm honored to give this $10,000 matching grant to the Lynn Home for Women, and I think they did a great job raising the match in full, and so I'm presenting this check in support of the event and of the services that the home provides.
LCTV was on location at the Lynn Senior Center for their Thanksgiving Senior Meal event yesterday. Here's more.
In addition to our meal site here and our several other meal sites at senior centers and housing communities in our area, we also offer Meals on Wheels. So we serve about 800 meals every day through our Meals on Wheels program in Lynn, Lynnfield, Nahant, Saugus, and Swampscott. About 9.5 million seniors in the U.S. are at some risk of hunger, and over 7 million seniors are experiencing poverty. And our surveys have shown that about 87% of Meals on Wheels recipients say that the service helps them feel safe and secure, and 93% say that the meal deliveries help them live at home for longer. And so because of how important we feel our services are, we're extremely thankful for the help that we get to close our funding gap from Meals on Wheels of America and their partnership with Subaru of America. So every holiday season, Subaru puts on the Share the Love event, which is a campaign that this year goes from November 14th to January 2nd of 2020. It's for every new Subaru that's either purchased or leased, they donate $250 to the charity of your choice. So one of those charities is Meals on Wheels of America.
Today we have a special event here at the Senior Center. We have our turkey dinner for lunch, and we have our annual Pull a Pop event. This event is sponsored from the Friends of the Lynn Council on Aging. So I don't know if you could see behind me or if they show you, but we do have a big crowd here today.
I am president of the Friends of the Lynn Council on Aging. We are a fundraising group. We support the Senior Center. Today we're celebrating Thanksgiving. So this is actually a regular luncheon event that is celebrated every year at the center. I'd like to thank everyone that supports us, because it's very important for the citizens of our community to remember the elderly, especially during the holiday season. It's not always easy. So with that, I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
So I'll do 3 and see where we're at. How's that? If not, I'll shut up.
It's nice being down here with all the people, the seniors. They have the bingo and stuff like that, all kinds of games and things. The food is, the turkey and stuffing and everything is very good.
So I'll do 3 and see where we're at. How's that?
Thankful for everybody. We're all together.
Glad to be here today at the City Summit. It's been a lot of people came together to make this a reality. Metropolitan Area Planning Council, the Lynn Business Partnership, Impact Lynn, staff and department heads at City Hall, my staff as well, worked very hard to make this event work. And we really had come up with this idea working with the Lynn Business Partnership. Summits that have been held in the 1990s to bring the community together across a broad range of issues. And over the last couple of years, we've been having different forums in the city, transportation related, planning related, a number of issues that have been really issue specific. This was an opportunity for people to come together on a range of issues that are important to the community, important to the people that live in the city of Lynn. So it was exciting to see a really good crowd here today.
And I think the most important thing is you meet a lot of people that have similar experiences as you do, and you begin to talk about the real issues that are happening in Lynn and, you know, how to solve some of them.
Hi, I'm Tia Cole, lifelong Lynn resident. I came here to present for Arts and Culture on behalf of the Lynn Cultural Council. I'm really excited to have this amount of community engagement, the energy here from everybody, the diversity here that we have, the open, honest conversations that we had today were really great.
Mi nombre es Agustina Matos. Estamos aquí venimos de aquí de la ciudad de Lynn para representar nuestra comunidad hispana.
Thank you to Lynn Community Television for covering this event. Thank you to the mayor, city council, all the folks that made this possible, MAPC. Today's great discussions on the issues of arts and culture, housing, transportation, a number of very important issues for our city. And we just had an opportunity to sit with the group and go over our strengths and weaknesses in the area of arts and culture. And I think what stood out for me most, just generally, is the opportunity for everyone to have their voices heard and to communicate in a way where you're exchanging ideas. And hopefully some of these ideas will be able to implement into policy. So
we had a great turnout today for the Lynn Summit. Great job by the mayor's office and everyone else that put this together. We had a great turnout from the community discussing all kinds of issues important to the residents of the city of Lynn. We had housing workshop, education workshop, economic development, public safety, you name it, and people filled all those workshops up and came back with some great ideas. It was a great opportunity for constituents to contribute and a great opportunity for some of people to learn about what is going on.
And it's a chance for community members to come engage with these department heads and find out who to talk to, how to get your problem solved. We have a number of elected officials here, the mayor is here, so it's been a great way for community members to engage with the community leaders and share their ideas. And these are the type of things that people need to come out with to be engaged in the community, to vote on election day so that we have more of a 20% voter turnout. These things happen regularly. We have meetings, all publicly open meetings.
On Monday, Al Malagrifa was honored by Lynn Tech with the renaming of the Tech Annex building in his honor, and LCTV was on hand for the ceremony.
What's really become more apparent to me, again, the work we did when I was in the legislature, I know you worked with my dad over the years, but it's become so apparent to me the impact that you've made throughout this community and well beyond this community. And walking down the hallway and thinking of the Christmas season and the movie It's a Wonderful Life, and George Bailey, the life he lived and the life, if he didn't live, what it made, the difference he made in people's lives, and that was clear in that movie. And as I was thinking of that coming in here, I was thinking of you and how much of a parallel your life is, because just like George Bailey, you changed thousands of lives. You really made a difference for so many young people who are now leaders in this community and well beyond.
But the one thing that I never forget, never will forget, is that no matter how many times I went over to him, part of the conversation was, how's my Tina doing? How's my little Jennifer doing? He asked me every time. I had to give him all the details. You know, it was obvious to me then that he knew all of his students, every one of them, and he loved every one of them.
It's such an honor and a privilege to be standing here tonight that Mel saw something in me, as he did in a lot of other kids, and he made us never give up. I wasn't the best student, wasn't the smartest student. He got me into co-op. He got me to do a lot of things that I didn't realize I was capable of doing. Today I'm the city council president. And a lot of that is owed to this man.
You never forget family. They always come first. Growing up, my mother and family instilled 4 things into me. I went to parochial school. So I had 5 things, but they'll only go through the 4 that they forced to do. They told me the 4 things: a family first, friends second, encouragement third, and commitment fourth. And 4 or 5 people already mentioned commitment tonight. And by those standards, I think I lived the standards. The standards my mother left me, my older sister Lena, who I love very, very much.
On this week's Community Connector, we highlight the 5th annual Lynn Tech Festival of Trees. Here is this week's Community Connector.
The Festival of Trees has been an amazing event. We started 5 years ago, and we really didn't know what to expect. We started out very small, and as the years have gone on, we've grown, and we have been raising so much money for scholarships.
So this is the alumni's #1 fundraiser. We came up with this idea 5 years ago as a group. Actually, Diana Badger, who had been to a couple of these, came up with the idea, and she's run with this, and it's become a tradition here in Lynn. People just look forward to decorating, and they're so creative with all the different trees that they come up with, and every year it just gets better and better and better. And like I said, it's become a tradition at this point for a lot of families. I have people come up to me all the time saying, we're jealous that you thought of this first, because it's a great idea and it's Lynn tradition now. So. it brings out the creativeness in people, you know. They come up with their own ideas on themes for the trees. When you're walking around, you'll see there's a different theme on each tree, and they come up with some pretty unique themes. It's pretty cool. One in particular that, so I'm one of 12 children from Lynn, and the Dorgans, who grew up across the street, are one of 12 children, and they have one here that says the 12 Dogs of Christmas. So it's pretty creative, like I said. Police has one, the fire department has one, you know, every community group has one, you know, everybody comes up with one. It's really special.
Everything about the school is special. It's a gem in the city of Lynn that really needs to be recognized for everything it does.
Being a former alumni, being a former Lynn Tech student, and as an alumni, I just feel that we need to really support these students just like we were supported.
I went to Lynn Tech. I'm a 1978 graduate of Lynn Tech, and I got a lot out of this school, so I want to put back into it what I got out of it, number one, and number two, give these kids the same opportunity that I had. We give out a lot of scholarships at the end of the year. We buy tools for every senior that has a job in their trade. We buy them a set of tools to start, you know, $500 to $1,000 worth of tools, and that's for every shop in the school. And then we give out, I think, 4 $1,000 scholarships and a bunch of other $500. So I think we got grand total last year was between $20,000 and $30,000. So.
You couldn't imagine how proud I am to be part of the alumni and that I went to the school. Fantastic school. It made us have a business, a hair salon, and the school's just done everything for us. This event is awesome. We have a ball doing it. It's a lot of work. There's a few of us that step up and do a ton of stuff. It's fantastic. Everybody walks into the school and doesn't realize how beautiful Lynn Tech is. And it brings the community together. We have the police department, we have the fire department, we have City Hall, we have a bunch of businesses that do their trees. It's an incredible event and raises a lot of money that all goes back to the students.
It's just heartwarming for me to be able to put back into this what I got out of it, you know.
And now for the sports update. Congratulations to KIPP Academy's football program on their first ever sectional title after their 49-13 victory last weekend over Keith Tech. The Panthers set the tone early offensively and defensively. KIPP's defense forced 2 3-and-outs and a turnover that helped propel the Panthers to score 19 points in the first quarter. Panthers quarterback Piero Canals threw 2 touchdowns and completed 6 of his 9 passes for 142 yards. Canals on the very first play connected with Taj King for a 62-yard touchdown pass. The Panthers followed that with a 1-yard touchdown rush by Daniel Oluwasui. Oluwasui finished the game with 85 rush yards and 2 touchdowns. KIPP faces off against West Bridgewater this Saturday at 11 a.m. at Woburn High for the Division 8 South Championship. Lynn Classical quarterback Daniel Gisona, who broke the Classical single-season passing yards record set by Keith Ridley Jr. last year. Gisona eclipsed 2,000 passing yards in the Rams' 29-57 loss to Shrewsbury. Gisona had a total of 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground and 2 in the air. The Rams, who are now 6-4 in the season, finish up their season on Thanksgiving as they take on crosstown rival Lynn English. On Thursday Night Football, in the battle of first place for the NFC South, the Houston Texans edged out the Indianapolis Colts 20-17. Texans receiver Will Fuller V had a big game, hauling in 7 receptions for 140 yards. DeAndre Hopkins caught 2 touchdown passes, including the go-ahead touchdown reception to give the Texans the 20-17 lead. Houston's defense would stop the Colts on downs with under 3 minutes left to go in the game. In the ensuing possession, Deshaun Watson would find Will Fuller on 3rd down and 4 to ice the game for the Texans. Watson finished the game with 298 yards in the air with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. The Boston Celtics fell to the Los Angeles Clippers 104-107 in overtime Wednesday night in LA. In a seesaw fourth quarter that saw multiple lead changes, the Clippers used a 10-0 run that was capped off with a Lou Williams three-pointer to give the Clippers a 95-92 lead. After Lou Williams knocked down 2 free throws to give the Clippers a 3-point lead, Jason Tatum hit the game-tying 3 with 12 seconds remaining in regulation. In overtime, Clippers guard Patrick Beverley knocked down 2 wide-open three-pointers to give the Clippers a 3-point lead. Kemba Walker's potential game-tying 3 was blocked by Kawhi Leonard. The Celtics wrap up their road trip tonight in Denver against the Nuggets. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. On this week's Lynn Lowdown, we sat down with Lenny Thomas and Andrea Valentine about the upcoming Father-Daughter Gala at the Lynn Museum. Hello and welcome to the Lynn Lowdown. Another rainy day, it's election day, but when this come out, whatever. We got 2 special guests. We got Leny and we got Andrea, and they are here to talk about a lot of things. And one of those things is their gala coming up in December, the 2nd annual Father-Daughter Gala. Leny, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How are you today?
I'm all right. Andrea, how are you?
I'm good.
Besides being sick?
I'm here.
Yeah, she got her tea. So first, last time we had Leny was here catering us for, I forget what he meant, but
the video game.
The video game night. Yeah. Last time he was here. Lots changed in your life since then.
Sure has.
You got the Leny Black's Kitchen.
Yeah, Leny Black's Food and Fitness. Doing my own little venture now. Just continuing my work though in my community. Born and raised in Lynn, so anything that pertains to Lynn, I try to get involved as much as possible.
Yeah, what made you decide to just, you to branch off?
Just different views, beliefs. Everybody's entitled to their own. Started seeing the little things differently and decided to go on our own ventures, which are both succeeding and doing very well. So, more power to everybody.
Yeah, more power to that. So guys, tell me about this Father-Daughter Gala. This is the 2nd annual one. The first one was last summer, or
last summer, yeah.
Summer 2018.
Yeah, it was actually his aunt. She decided that we should do it. It meant a lot to her last year, and due to some circumstances, she can't really be involved, but she wanted to see it happen again. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to do our best to keep making it happen.
What was the idea of just putting it together? What actually just brought it to the forefront?
So again, like she said, my Aunt Tracy Ventura, she had seen a lot of the galas that they do down south. Mm-hmm. And like the Met Gala, I think it's called. Yeah. Like those formal events and formal attire. And she's seen one done, like a daddy-daughter gala. Okay. And she wanted to bring it up here to our community. Mm-hmm. Knowing that I have a daughter, mm-hmm. And I was doing a lot of stuff in the community, she reached out. We partnered up and put a committee together last year. We had several members of the community help us last year as well. We had it in Kings Lynn last year, again with the help of her brother, Richard Valentine. Okay. He secured our location for us last year, as he did as well this year again. So thank you, Rich. And it all came together, honestly. I mean, the vision behind it was just to try to empower the men in the community and show them that, a father figure is important. Whether you're a single father, married, divorced, father figure, an older brother who's, playing that father role to a sister, whatever it may be, just to show how deep that connection is and how important it is, and to just have a fun night.
Yeah, what was the feedback that you guys received from the first one that you guys kind of took to help improve, to help, take it into putting this one together this year's?
One of the biggest things, a lot of people missed out because we didn't like advertise as much last year, so they just wanted us to do it again because, I mean, we had a lot of good stuff there. We gave out tiaras, we had a pink carpet, we had Sephora came and did makeovers, like we had a lot of different activities going on, and the ones who attended, like they really enjoyed it. And DJ Jasper,
I was just about to say that.
He was awesome. He was super engaged with the kids, and yeah, the night just flowed, and it was really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Now this year you guys have it at the Lynn Museum, not too far from here, downtown Lynn.
Nice.
It's quite the site to have it at, because you know.
So nice, yeah.
Yeah, and downtown Lynn brings out everybody whenever there's an event happening over there. So tell me a little, what are they in for this year's event?
This year, as you see, we have a bunch of sponsors who have donated, so it makes us, or it gives us the opportunity to offer more, do a little bit more, have more fun. We are keeping the same DJ Jasper. He did such a great job last year interacting with the children and just doing little games for the kids and the dads to play, you know, and things like that. We're gonna have Rothwell Catering, catering the whole event, formal event, dinner, buffet style. Nice, you know, 5-4-star dining. We have raffles that we will be doing. We have a silent auction that we will be doing. We
Nail
have
technicians,
face painting. So we have a bunch of things lined up. It's just, again, another fun night. It's just come, enjoy yourself, interact, mingle with people, see the different fathers and how they interact with their children, and just have fun.
Definitely. And I understand that the proceeds from this, you guys are gonna, some of it will go to Lynn Parks, and then the rest will go towards the future. That's a father-daughter gala. Talk about what made you guys collaborate with Lynn Parks.
Well, I worked at a teen center with my brother last summer, and we just did a lot of stuff like with the cleanings of the parks, and we did Earth Day in the woods, and you know, finding out like when parks like they control that and everything. Like I personally want to be a part of like creating events like that for our children next year. Maybe, hopefully they let me. But I mean, it would be nice if we can get like, you know, cleanup crews, or even like, I know Brian, he fixed up the park, or it was
Brian McCaskill,
yeah, he was
Calisthenics Lynn.
He was adamant about getting that park fixed. So if we can do that for Lynn, get some more parks fixed and cleaned and everything, then we have more options for the kids.
Okay. That's the main goal. I have 2 kids, toddlers, you know, they're growing. She has 2 kids. Again, everybody involved in the gala, it's all about the kids, and if we can improve the parks and activities in our community where more people come out and actually participate, and we can see a union, you know, of the community, it's what it's all about.
Yeah, you talked about that a little bit, just the relationship between father and daughter. No, that just can you just the importance of it. Just can you elaborate on the importance of it? Because you know, a man can't. You know, when a single mother raises a boy, it's like a woman can't teach a boy how to be. You know, but sometimes a man needs the woman's perspective or a woman's love, and also vice versa. If you're raising a daughter, you can't teach her how to be a woman, but you can teach her how a man should treat her.
Exactly. And that's really what this event is meant to do, is to show the young ladies how they're supposed to be treated, bring back chivalry. Everybody says chivalry is dead. Opening doors, pulling out seats, you know, just the simple respect and mannerisms that a man is supposed to show towards a woman. So just being a father and being able to be in a daughter's life and show her, 1, how she's supposed to be treated as a woman, 2, what to expect, you know, in life in general, all around, and 3, just having that support from a father is very important. Again, we can't do what mothers do, and I applaud mothers. I'm a mama's boy, so
me too.
you know, I applaud the work that moms do. but fathers are just as important, and that's why we want to acknowledge that, because sometimes fathers do get pushed aside to the back burner, which it's society, and that's how it's been, you know, I guess stigmatized, if you want to say. But this is just, again, another way to just showcase that we are here, and if you are present, you know, you're a blessing. You're a blessing to your child.
Yeah. And also, it's also important just because of so many things we've seen, social media, news, with all the women that, you know, the trauma that they've got from the men that, you know, that are close to them or not close to them. Just like the treatment of women from men it seems like every year it gets out of control.
Yes.
Especially from people who should know better and who should do better.
Yes.
But it seems like people still look at women as, you know, just second class or something like that, when, you know, it's like, bro.
So many powerful women out here.
And this is where I come in.
Exactly.
Because I do empowerment for women. Like, this is the foundation for our young girls. Their first love is their fathers. Their fathers have a huge responsibility in teaching them what to look for in a man. You know, and if we can show them what they deserve, we can start them on the right path, and maybe we'll have more independent women that, you know, don't need to rely on somebody if the options are not great. You know.
And you might have some more men that are actually, you know, raising their sons just to
be
respectful towards women.
Exactly.
It's like, bro, some of the stuff I see, I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. But information about that. If they wanna attend, if they wanna get tickets, where do they go? What's the date and all that?
So the second Father-Daughter Gala is located at 590 Washington Street, which, as everybody knows, is the Lynn Museum here in Lynn, Mass. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Go on eventbrite.com. Very simple. As soon as you type in Father, it will pop up. Father-Daughter Gala. You can purchase tickets that way. We will also have physical paper tickets available down at 120 Central Ave, down at Shop Sin with Nicole McLean and James McLean. Shout out to them and the North Shore Juneteenth Association for being our sponsors, our biggest sponsor of all, and hosting this event with us. And shout out to a bunch of the other sponsors that we've gotten over the time: the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn, the Red Sox Foundation, Joanne's Hair Design Beauty Salon, Ward 2 Councilor Rick Starbird, Rothwell Catering, Salem 5 Bank, Fred Hogan, myself, Andrea, Valentine. Shout out to Lynn Community Television for having us. We appreciate the love. The event is December 1st. It is from 5 to 9 p.m. We do suggest getting there a little early. We are going to have a little pink carpet event, pictures taken. Last year we did have people show up in limos, which we highly encourage. Again, make it a very memorable moment for the little girls in your life. It was very cool to see somebody pull up in a limo. So have fun with it. Enjoy yourselves. Again, if you're looking to become a sponsor, we are still accepting sponsors. We are still accepting donations for our raffle table and our silent auction. To be honest, I have a good amount of stuff for the dads, and even stuff for the dads to win for the wives or the mothers. Still trying to get a lot of the stuff for the little girls, so if you have anything that you can contribute that will help.
Plug your social before we get out.
Yeah, get some nice prizes for the little girls to win. Even if we could just give them away, do some contest or something with DJ Jasper and give some cool stuff away for the little girls, that would be awesome. So please don't hesitate to contact myself. My phone number is 781-570-1713. You can contact Andrea Valentine as well. Her phone number is 781-244-3338. You can also contact Nicole McLean. I'm not going to put her phone number out there.
All right, so there's a lot of people to contact. Just find them on social media.
There you go.
Pick one.
Lenny Black's Kitchen.
There you
find
go.
that. Proceeds go to Lynn Parks and Recreation. This is a great event. We ran out of time, so we gotta go. Have a great one.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
My guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got through. And now time for some local events. Today and tomorrow, the Festival of Trees will be taking place at Lynn Tech Annex. Today, the festival will go on from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. And tomorrow it will go on from 12 p.m. until 7 p.m. Winners of the festival will be announced on Saturday. On Saturday, November 23rd, St. Stephen's Church will be hosting its annual Harvest Fair on 74 South Common Street from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Raffles, silent auctions, handmade items, candy, and baked goods, jewelry will be available for those in attendance. The fair is free to the public. On Wednesday, November 27th, the Healthy Streets Outreach Program will be hosting a celebration of love and light on 100 Willow Street from 7:30 p.m. until 9 p.m. The celebration is a gathering of people sharing photos and stories of their loved ones. On Saturday, November 30th, Drop Day for Community Path of Lynn Coalition Caps collection will take place at Brickyard Collaborative from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The plastic bottle caps will be turned into weather-resistant outdoor furniture and accessories. Visit the Collecting for Caps Facebook page for more information. The City of Lynn's Festival of Lights will take place on November 30th from 4 p.m. until 5 p.m. at Lynn Central Square. St. Mary's Lynn Choir and All City Marching Band will be performing during the ceremony. This event is free and open to the public. The City of Lynn Holiday Tree Lighting and Holiday Fair will be happening on Tuesday, December 3rd from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. The tree lighting will begin at 4 p.m., followed by pictures with Santa and performances by the Lynn Public Schools Band and St. Mary's Dance Team. The evening will end with the showing of Aladdin in the Lynn Auditorium. Free popcorn will be available for those in attendance. LCTV's next Paramount film series will take place on Monday, December 9th. The movie choice for December will be Elf. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Movie begins at 7 p.m. Free popcorn and beverages will be available. Thank you for watching the LCTV News. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit us at lyntv.org to watch any show anytime on your computer, tablet, or phone. I'm Mukala Kabongo. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and happy Thanksgiving.